Hello and welcome back to Factorio. And yes, we set up in the last episode, by going over, we set up to round it off and end. We set up this, which I'm standing by right now, which is basically making speed modules until we have 100 of the speed modules and the efficiency modules. What is getting damaged? Okay. The reason why we are putting them up to make 100 of them is because we need 25 speed module 2 and 25 efficiency module 2 to make one speed module 2. We need 4 times the speed module 1. So if we need 25 speed modules 2 and then you multiply that by 4, you get 100 speed module 1s. And it's the same when it comes to efficiency modules. So that's why we are making 100 of these two, because we want the Power Armor Mark II. Now we need to make low density structure. Why do we need to make low density structure? Mostly because it is used in a lot of recipes. That wasn't the case before. It was basically only used in when it came to building the rocket, and maybe like 1 or 2 things other than the rocket parts. But now we need it for the portal fusion reactor, we need it for making the power armor, we need it to make the personal battery Mark II, we need it for the personal laser defense. There's a bunch of stuff, and the personal Roboport Mark II needs it. Like, there's a bunch of stuff which needs the low density structure. Now, the low density structure is fairly slow. It takes 20 seconds. It uses 20 copper, 2 steel, and 5 plastic. So it is very, very expensive, but it takes a lot of time to make. So it won't like suck up your resources super much just by having one assembly machine, but yeah, if you have like 10 of them, it's going to use a lot of copper, quite a bit of plastic, and a tiny amount of steel. Now, what do we need to do? What we need is to actually make this somewhere. So we need the plastic, we need the steel, and we need the copper. Okay, so we know what we need. The question is, where do we route it to? Probably like down here. Like just right here. Now I'm going to make something like, I don't know, this or something. Something that makes it so we can so we can actually like have quite a few of them making, but at the same time not use a ton of resources, like way too many resources. So I think what I'm going to do is make it not there, but like here. Move it a bit just to gain a bit of extra space, nothing else really, and do this. And what this is going to do is something very, very simple. Like, it's super simple, and what we need to do is make it so that we have copper on one, because we are going to need more, like the most resources we are going to use for this is going to be copper. So what I think I'm going to do is to do something like this, just route the copper over like this. Whoops. And then because it needs plastic and steel, so what I will do then is to route the steel one here. Like that, and then somehow bring them into one. And let's what we should do is this then, and do it like that, or rather this, basically. And do this. There we go. That should be good enough. Because we aren't going to need as much steel, we aren't going to need as much plastic as copper. So having the plastic and steel on the same belt is not going to slow us down. As what we are going to do is bring this out. We are going to let this one be there, and then we will need to bring this one on the top here. So this one needs to go over here like this. So this one, so it's going to get supplied for this, and then we do this. And we are going to supply this over here, so we are going to get supplies without having to use the long-handed inserter for anything to every single one of them. Should at least. Let's hook it up and put down. So this one is going to be like that, this is going to be like that, and this is going to be like that. This is going to be like this, and this, and this. There we go. And then just feed it into this, and this is going to be a passive provider. Like that. Now we just need to power this with electricity, so, and there we go. We are now making low density structures, and this is going to be limited a lot. They take 20 seconds to make, each and every one of them. Having 4 means we are dividing the time in 4, which means if we cut it in half, so we are getting 1 every 5 seconds, basically, which is fairly decent. It's not fast, but it's not slow. It's a lot better than 1 every 20 seconds. Now, what we are getting is... Basically what we are getting is 4 every 20 seconds, but if we had them spread out like equally when it came to time, we would get 1 every 5 seconds. Is this built? Is this actually completed? Yeah, they have actually completed this whole thing up here, which means that we are going to try to hook it up. I'm not sure how well it's going to... How well it's going to be working when it is hooked up, but we'll see. You never know until it already is hooked up, to be honest. There's no way of knowing exactly how well it's going to work until you have actually like hooked it up. You usually see that you have a deficit in some area when you see the deficit. Unless you sit down and calculate all of it, which I really can't be bothered with doing. So, yeah. Now, I am going to put down more roboports because I want to extend the network. Now, you don't need to extend the network, like, at all if you don't want to. I would say focus on the thing that is most important to you. If you feel like the most important thing is to have help in constructing, then by all means make sure you have as much area covered as possible with the green. Like covering as much as possible with the green is going to be better than trying to just putting them down randomly at whatever kind of place you can think of. It is usually better to take a breather and think, where do I need my robots to make the most out of them? It might be that you need them to supply your factories, so you don't have to do that. It might be that I don't want... it might be that you think, I don't want to build all my stuff myself. I want to just blueprint stuff I already made and know it works, and let the robots put them down. So you yourself can actually go and do other stuff like making a new outpost or killing biters or whatever it is. And that is really, until you have a good supply of robots, make use of them where you think you need them the most, and for whatever task you want them to do that suits your needs for the moment the best. In this case, I'm doing a bit of a in-between, that I made sure to cover over here where I'm producing a bunch of stuff, as well as like construction areas. Now I'm going to need to put in way more roboports, but yeah, we are going to have to wait and see where we get next, because I'm not sure where to go right now. We have, and that's the thing, we have the research basically. I think that what we need now is a bunch of a bunch of resources. Like, I need to set up copper, I need to set up iron, I need to set up a bunch of like steel and stuff. I have to make sure that the green circuits and the red circuits are producing properly. I need to make sure that all of this stuff is getting made in a decent fashion and manner, because if it isn't, then we are going to have very few resources when it comes to making like blues and so on. And yeah, as you can see, there's a bunch of these stuff here, the low density structure stuff. I'm going to remove those, and I'm going to continue extending this. I'm gonna have to do this in a bit of overlap, since I'm not sure exactly how it's going to be with the merger and so on around here. The same here. I'm going to just extend it one more time and then do a diagonal. Like this, if it wasn't for the there we go. What I'm going to do now is take the last one and put it up where I think we need it the most. I think we should put it like down here somewhere to increase the range for construction. I think putting it like down here is actually the best option, like right there. Yeah. Right, I just remembered that I wanted to increase. Oh, right, they only stack to 10, so yeah. Yeah, they don't stack far, to be honest. And the only reason why I put this one here is to actually, like, connect up the networks. You don't necessarily need to do it, but I feel like doing it isn't a bad thing, so I'm just randomly putting them out at this point. This way, I do like connecting this way means we have one more connection when it comes to power lines, and we have another section of the wall which is going to be powered properly. Let's see. How is it going with these? Okay, the speed module is coming along. The efficiency module one is not as far ahead, but I did have a few of the speed module already, so that's why they are ahead a bit, or rather exactly 14 ahead, because I had 14 of them. And yeah, it takes 15 seconds for the efficiency module once. It takes, what is it, 25 seconds for, no, 30 seconds for the module 2, and it takes 60 seconds for module 3. yeah, the modules are really slow. However, they are going to eat through your supply of circuits, whether it's green, red or blue. They are just going to chew through them like there's absolutely nothing. Like one speed module 3, if you look at the total raw, it is 360 iron, 800 copper, 260 plastic and 30 processing units. It's a lot of resources. For one speed module. Or one module just in general, but usually efficiency modules aren't something you're going to use unless you're having energy problems or pollution problems. Let's see, where is this? It's the copper one. I might have to go down and deal with that. I don't really want to do that. I need 2 more speed modules. 2 more. But I don't need to pick up more. Technically. Yeah, I shouldn't need more resources to make the 2 more. Yeah, and I have resources for 1 more, so it's fine. This one is going to need a bit longer until it's done. But I'm just going to leave this because what I'm going to do is switch them to be module 2s and then just put in... no, stop. We have 100 already, we don't need more. So that's why I changed the recipe. That stops the production. So I have switched this. I'm not going to hook it up by putting down anything to feed it. And what I'm going to do is feed the modules once in, and then output into a new chest for the speed module, for the module 2s. And yeah, I think I'm going to take a peek at the wall just to see how damaged we are. We have, oh, that's quite damaged. We need to know where to go to repair and maybe upgrade a bit. Here's a place we need to go. Let's mark it. And that's a good thing to talk about as well. When you're in, like, if we press M, so we're in the map mode, we zoom in and we see, okay, we need to go here to do something. We zoom out a bit and we say right click. We can set a tag where we can say the name of the tag to be repair and upgrade. And we can actually set a kind of some kind of icon. What we could do is actually say like this. So repair and upgrade over here. And was it anything we are going to... Yeah, we can't do it if we are too zoomed in, but we have, if we can see the map like it is right now and we right click, we can see. So repair and upgrade. I'm not going to set an icon, and then you get this just like green dot with a red outline is maybe not super good, but it's better than nothing. And let's just keep on going through the wall around our base first to see if we have any weak spots where they have actually attacked us. No, that's the two places and over here. Repair and upgrade. And then we don't need to go to the stone. We need to go here, so I'm going to just set one repair and upgrade. So I'm just going to set this in the general like area, so we know we need to go down to the iron deposit, iron outpost to repair and upgrade. And then we have this. We right click and we write the name and upgrade. And now we actually have if we want to change, we can right click on the icon or rather the tag, and we can change it if we want to. Confirm. And that is as simple as it is. This way is this is a way to, like, you can leave a marker somewhere where you, like, say, get this oil or get this stone, or you leave a marker for how much stone there is or whatever. Or you can leave, you can say that, okay, this is the science area, this is the construction area where we are making all the belts or whatever you're doing. Or you can say this is the power area, like the solar farm or the steam turbines, steam engines or whatever. And here's the train stations. Like, you can do a bunch of different different kinds of messages to, like, organize yourself. But you can also leave messages if you play multiplayer with someone to, like, help people find where stuff is. You leave a note somewhere, and then you can point, you can actually point towards a place with a name tag on the map, which makes stuff slightly easier to find if you're playing with other people, for example. But we are going to have to cut this here, so thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.